Go for the key and not the bread. Good evening and welcome to today's live session. My name is Coach Vivian Ikechi, the financial woman advocate, also the CEO, 9 to 5 Solution Herbs. 9 to 5 Solution Hubs. Okay, I beg your pardon. So today I want to tell you to go for the key and not for the bread. I have a storyline with me. A story was told of a man who has been in prison for 35 good years. For that 35 years, he was fed by daily rations. Every day, he has a daily portion of food that was brought to him. So a time came, he was so worried about leaving the prison yard. He was like, he wasn't comfortable with the meal because that is not what he has been eating when he was not in the prison. So the place he was sleeping, he wasn't comfortable, just being confined to a space, not seeing the sunshine every day, not having the opportunity to interact with friends. He was just restricted within that cell he is. It was like there was this nostalgia feeling of connecting back with the family, connecting back with friends, living a life of freedom where you go to any place you wanted to. So he daily struggled to be out of that place. Initially, he was like trying all he could, planning, reasoning, but all plans were always being thwarted because, like, the guards were always on him. The security system was very tough, so he couldn't escape. 1 year gone, 2 year gone, till 35 years. So a time came that there was no energy again. He just felt that, oh, I have tried severally, I have attempted this, I've attempted that, no one is working. It seems this is just my destiny. It seems this is just where my life will end. And then he gave up the hope. So, but funny enough, something happened one day. He was presented with a key, or to choose between the key and the daily ration that he's collecting. Guess what he chose? He chose the bread, or rather the daily ration. He was like, of what use now? I've been trying for the past 35 years and there is no success. So why stress myself again? Let me just be collecting the daily ration and eat. This is just my reality. Wow. A lot of persons commented on that post, talked about that story. I was like, well, it's better to be alive than to run out of the prison and then maybe you're still caught and brought back there. So it's just better you collect the daily ration and then just eat and just forget about your life there. Understand? Why some other persons said they would rather go for the keys than go for the bread. That they will keep trying, they will keep trying until they're out of that place. But this particular man, he has already given up. He was like, there's no hope out there because this is like 35 years. So what am I going there to do? Maybe he entered that cell when he was like, okay, let me just say 40 now plus extra 35, which is like 75, and he was like, no hope again, let me just ukuma die here. So I'll have a question. Are you that man? Are you a 9 to 5 mom? Are you a 9 to 5 dad? And you've been in your job for so many years that you thought that there is no hope out there. You never believed again. Yes, you have tried a couple of job hunts, you have tried a whole lot of things, you have even tried business, even while you were working, you've been trying to set up a business, but something keep happening. People keep making away with your money. You're not even accurate in your financing. That's because you were not trained to be a business owner. You were rather trained to be an employer, okay, an employee rather. So it makes you to fail severally in your business because you're not having that skill to balance your job and your business. So you have tried a lot of things, it didn't work. So you now resorted to, let me just stay in this job now, no hope again. In fact, I am old. Like that man, he might have added 35 years to his age and he was like, okay, I'm old. So you were like, oh, I'm not like this young Gen Z buddies now that are very smart, that have that are tech savvy. I don't know how to operate all this computer, all this AI stuff. These things are like so big for me. It's for the new generation. You just give up and you relax where you are and say it's better you're collecting this daily ration, which is the monthly salary, than pursuing your dream. Are you that person? I am here to challenge you to go for the keys. Go for the keys. Go for that life you wanted. Forget about the years that have passed. Look at what is behind. Look at what is before you. Okay. Yes, you might have said age is not by your side, but see, life is not about you are old, or you only die when your mindset told you you're old. It's a mindset thing. Age is just but a number. I've seen couple of persons that have achieved what they wanted. Like I read a story of somebody who went into engineering when she was 40 years. Her dream was to become an engineer, but that dream wasn't possible. But when she now became 40 years, she has worked several places. She now said, "This is my dream to become an engineer." She went back to school and graduated and became a female engineer like she has wanted to. So your age being passed is just a number. It's just a number. You have to be young in the heart. Forget about the physical body. Your mindset should be young, evergreen, so that you can still pursue your dream anytime, any day. So this is a wake-up call for you to go for the key and not the bread. The bread here signifies the daily salary or monthly or weekly salary you're collecting, no matter what. It's not enough. It's just a ration. Why not just own the fast food? Why not just own the bakery? Why not be at the luxury of your time, where you have the time to stay with your kids, spend lifetime with people that matters, go to the places you love, do the things you want, rather than being confined to a space. Like I could remember my ordeal working a 9 to 5 for 10 years. I was just the manager of Kubiku Bank PLC. Everything that revolves in that cubicle is what I'm in charge of. But the other aspect of my life, I am not in charge of it, because I was so consigned on being in charge of that cubicle that I neglected a whole lot of aspects. I was not able to marry everything together because they came crashing together. You understand? So that is why I'm coming out to tell you that you can go for the keys. But you're not going to do that immediately. It requires strategic planning. It requires steps and procedures. It's not something you just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to come out of this prison. Where is that key?" No, it has to be strategically planned so that you will not end up going back to the prison. What do I mean? Some persons quit their job, and few years later they desire to go back to a job again. Like I have a colleague like that. She was asked to leave. She was told her services were not required. She was asked to leave. She cried and cried and cried. I was like, this is a blessing in disguise. In disguise. Embrace this opportunity and go and start up your business. Go and start up a life. Go and start up something else. You do better than we that are here. But she was like, no, I prefer being here. I said, why? She prefer being here where the salary is short, where will come into her account, that she doesn't want to go and be stressing herself under sun. These are the type of people that want to remain in Egypt. I was like, you want to remain in Egypt? This thing that happened is for a reason. Go into the entrepreneurship world, even though you don't know about it, you can learn. There is no skill that you can learn. Everybody is meant to be an entrepreneur, because gifts and talents, according to in the book of Matthew, all of us were given gifts and talents. So you're supposed to be in the business of your gift and the business of your talent, your business of your sense, the business of your skill and expertise. You're supposed to be in that business. So everybody is an entrepreneur. Don't give me that entrepreneur. Yes. Yes. The original man was an entrepreneur. All he does is just he sits down, give name. He's a co-creator. He calls this is called this. That's it. And that is the ability of God. God comes and is a light be called night. Let the light be called day. And that is what man also does. So it was soft light from the beginning. When there was sin, that was when man was not cursed and said, by the sweat of your face will you eat. Woman was also cursed that through pains you shall put forth. Before now it was soft light. So everybody from origin was meant to be an entrepreneur. So go for the keys. Go for the keys. You can do more. You're made of more, so you can do more. Don't just die in your closet. Don't just die in that your cubicle where your that is what you need. Be ready to delay, so delay you It's like sickness I created. I work on why why your show is running your side your online. That's what the program is all about. All the skills, techniques you part is what the program is going to be. So, well, take and share those of your friends, your colleagues that can about. So, this is what today I'm coming for the keys and the okay. Yeah. No, good, good, good.
I'm very shocked.
Oh.
Like